We'll start with these beautiful Roma tomatoes. The riper they are, the more flavour your soup will have. Remove the stalks and slice them in half. Then remove the green bit where the stalk was attached. This part is a bit woody and it usually doesn't get fully broken down in the blender. Next, 2 red onions. Just slice them in half and remove the papery skin. Then slice off the very root end, any other dry looking parts, and cut the onion into a similar size to the tomato halves, probably quarters or sixths. Next, 3 carrots. Just take the very top off and any roots from the bottom. I'm using carrots because they're a great thick enough for blended soups, and they also have a slightly sweet flavour that brings out the flavour of the tomatoes. Finally, 4 cloves of garlic. Just lightly crush them, peel the skin off and take the bottom off. Place everything into a roasting tray, pour over some olive oil and season generously with salt. Give everything a good mix with your hands. This is a step that chefs will always take, but some home cooks might not. It gets everything evenly coated in oil and salt, which will give you more even roasting, plus it's great for your skin. Turn the tomatoes so they're all facing up. This helps them to lose some moisture when cooking. Load the tray into a preheated oven set at 180°, 355F for around 20 to 30 minutes. Next, I'm going to show you how to make the grilled cheese part of this video. It's what's known as a Welsh rarebit, sometimes known as Welsh rabbit, but it doesn't use any rabbit in the recipe. It's been crowned the ultimate cheese on toast countless times. It has tons of flavour, it's really easy to make, and it uses just a few everyday ingredients. The first of which is beer. You ideally want a dark beer, something that has a deep, slightly bitter flavour. Think Guinness flavours rather than Budweiser flavours. I'm making 2 portions, so I only need 35ml, roughly 3/4 of a shot glass. Place that into a bowl and into the microwave for 20 to 30 seconds. And of course you could do this in a saucepan as well. You're just looking to get the beer steaming. This removes any alcohol-y taste. Whilst the beer is still hot, add in 10 grams of butter, a heaped teaspoon of English mustard. If you don't have English mustard, then you could use whole grain. I would avoid using Dijon or a yellow American style mustard. They'll be too sweet for this recipe. Next, into the bowl add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And lastly, the most important ingredient, 125 grams of grated cheddar cheese. I'm using a mature cheddar. This is also known as a sharp cheddar in other parts of the world. This cheese needs to have a strong, punchy flavour. A mild cheddar just won't work. Mix all of that well until you have something that looks like this. This is a simple version of rarebit. Some traditional recipes start by making a roux, they might use some milk or multiple cheeses. All of these other versions tend to create a lot of washing up, whereas this version just uses a bowl and a spatula. Now we need something to put this on. Any type of bread will work. You want a thick, sturdy slice. Lightly toast it on both sides. I'm probably the only Englishman in the world who doesn't own a toaster. Now just spread the rarebit onto the toast, cover it corner to corner and mound it up in the middle. Be generous. Set that to one side until you need it. By this point your vegetables should be ready. You just want the carrots and onions to be soft. Now spread 2 heaped tablespoons of tomato puree all over the vegetables. This is going to give the soup a deeper colour and a stronger tomato flavour. Place that back into the oven to roast for another 5 minutes to unlock the flavours of that paste. 5 minutes of roasting later, this tray is smelling deeply tomatoey and it's time to finish this soup. Place everything into a blender or a liquidiser. I usually start on slow and build up to a high speed. Don't forget to crack the lid a little, hot things can blow it off. Once you have a reasonably smooth paste, you can start to add the hot vegetable stock bit by bit. The amount you use will vary from soup to soup, so I'm going to start with just under a cup and go from there. In total, this soup took around 500ml, or around 2 cups of stock, for a thick winter-style soup. Cook the rarebit under the grill, aka broiler, until it's bubbling and golden brown in places. If you're quick enough and you used boiling hot stock when blending the soup, you can serve it into a warm bowl straight away. And after 5 minutes under the grill, the rarebit is done, looking and smelling amazing. If you're looking for another quick, easy and tasty recipe, go check this video out next.